One of the biggest questions that exist out there for men specifically is how do women feel about us being bald? Because the way you're looking at yourself right now is definitely not the most flattering. You're looking at yourself like, oh my goodness, I got to do something about this. I won't look the same. I'm going to look bad. And all these things are really in your head. They're not true, they're in your head. And you might want to assume that women is thinking the same thing that you're thinking. So I conducted an experiment. So come with me to the world of TikTok. All right. I posted a few TikToks the other day asking the ladies these questions, their opinions. What would they say? What do they like? What don't they like? And to my surprise, and to your surprise, we're gonna read a few comments, and we'll see. Again, I didn't force anybody. This is me speaking out to the world and the ladies of the world giving me their actual thoughts on bald heads. So if you're ready, strap on your seatbelt, sit back, and let's read some of these motherfucking comments. Yep. First comment. This is by Vashti. I want it to be clear to me that you are bald and you aren't ashamed. Lean on it. So purposeful, clean shaven, it's so sexy. Plus, my research says bald, dark skinned men make the best girl dads. So that's an added plus. Okay. So there's two things here, of course. There's her preference for darker skinned guys, but also her viewpoint on being bald. Second comment. Let's keep on reading these. So by Edika. It's definitely not the first photo. Okay, she's saying this because I post the first photo. The first picture I posted was about a guy that was balding, so he wasn't shaving his head, and I was asking, "Hey, you prefer this or this?" Meaning the balding guy or the bald guy, and she says it is definitely not the first photo. Let's carry on. Third comment by Kathy Vengeful Virgo. Damn. Clean shaven, razor to the head, bald. All right. So she's definitely saying, she's clarifying, we like it, but we like clean shaven, razor to the head, bald. I mean, clean shaven. Let's keep on going. By Mila Loca. It's the low, no maintenance bald we don't like. All right. So pay attention. Right here, something key. She says that is the low, the no maintenance bald that they don't like. Meaning, again, you not shaving your scalp. You're growing some stubble or some heavy stubble, or you're not addressing your hair loss. You're carrying a little something in your head that seems to be unattractive. We knew this, but it is good that females are kind of speaking out because it's giving us that point of view that we always wonder about but never know about. Next comment. This is by Magnolia Saint. How can you be confused? Bald means bald. Duh. Enough said. This is by Cuban Gab. My husband is bald. I can't imagine him with hair. I've experienced this actually. I've experienced this personally. I don't want to talk about me too much, but definitely I believe since I went bald, people don't really remember much how I looked with hair. And I even heard that they prefer how I look without it. And I've heard this from other guys as well. Not like to me, I've heard this from other bald guys as well. So once you go there and you own it, it just becomes a normal thing. And it even makes you look better at times. So keep that in mind. All right, let's keep going. This is by Apple user 25. I'm not going to read all that. And the comment is clean. So this lady, Apple user, is basically saying, I prefer it clean, not, you know, unaddressed, clean, shaven. Next, this is by Sarah Perney. What is she saying? Bigot. If you don't know what bigot is, Bic is a razor. Bic is a disposable razor. It's the same brand that makes pens. She's saying bic it. She's saying shave it. Take it off. Let's keep on reading. I actually like this one very much. I replied to this one right here. This is by Giovanni Mo3. She says, much rather a bald head than a struggle hairline or a tattoo hairline. Damn. Okay, so this is even going even further. Not only she says, I much rather have a clean shaven head than a struggle hairline. I also would rather have a clean shaven head rather than a tattooed hairline. We're talking about SMP here, scalp micropigmentation. I made some videos on this too. Actually, I'm in the process of removing mine. So if you want to go to my videos and find that, do it. Actually, now that we're talking about this, my next session here is on the 31st, Halloween. And I'm going to be recording all that if they allow me, just so you guys can see how it feels because some of you, a small amount of you, are going through the same thing as me. And I want to just share that with you guys. Let's keep on going. Okay, this is by Kathy Vengeful Virgo. Okay, again, she commented again, and it says, I begged my husband for years to shave his head rather than holding on to what was left. I absolutely love it. Man, I wish some of you can actually see this. Like, I mean, I'll post it on the screen, but by see it, I mean, I hope you're understanding. These are real women expressing how they feel. This is giving you that information that you didn't know about. All men that are bald say this, but of course, we are guys, right? We typically don't care about these things, but knowing how women actually feel, man, such a plus. We have Island Chick 786, and well, her comment is pretty straightforward. Yes. Let's keep it going. This is by Alette B. She says, for real, it's my type. Heart emoji. Hey, it's your type. Do it. All right. This is by Tam Tam. She says, yes. She says, yes, Lord. I do. All right, Tam Tam. Tina Weena. Love. Love. All right, let's move on to I Said What I Said. She says, man, boyfriend. I think she meant to say my boyfriend. My boyfriend is bald, and I think he's the sexiest man I've laid my eyes on. Guys, I'm telling you, I've experienced this. I'm telling you. Look, there's a side of being bald that is very sexy, but you got to keep up with it. You are a guy. You smell good. You go to the gym. You keep up with your hygiene, and you shave your head every other day, and it's always looking clean. Listen, there's no other, like, women love to rub their hands on your head. They do that. It's like their thing. They can't do that with a guy that has hair. They're gonna tell you that they love to rub their hands through their boyfriend's or their man's hair. Yes, but one thing they can't do is rub it through a clean shaven scalp. Unless her man has a clean shaven scalp. So own it. Let's keep on reading this. This is by Am Cassiem. Bald head plus beard. Melting love emoji. Okay, pay attention here. I talk about this the whole fucking time, and a lot of people don't want to listen to me. If you can't grow a beard, that is okay. Just don't be that guy that grows a beard and doesn't want to wear it bald. I mean, you can do what you want. I'm just saying, I'm giving you the tips, right? Bald plus beard is the key if you can grow a beard. Because a lot of guys that are against this usually cannot grow a beard. So it comes from like a bitter spot. Don't be that guy. It's okay if you can't grow one. And if you don't like one too, that's fine too. But if you're asking me and if you're asking the ladies, I'm just, don't shoot the messenger. All right. I'm just saying, I've witnessed it. Women like facial hair. It is just a manly feature, and you're a man. It makes you manlier. They like men. That's what they're going to like. If you can't grow one, that's okay. But if you can, do it. It goes well with your bald head. Let's keep on going. Lastly, this one is by Andy Pandy. And this one is interesting because Andy could be a guy, it could be a female, but Andy says something that we should probably consider. And it says, it's hot on the right guy. Take that as you want it, but I also think you could become the right guy. Again, I've always said this. You could be bald and attractive, and you could be bald and unattractive. And you could be an unattractive person that becomes an attractive person. So, from my point of view, this is some good insight. I would just motivate you to be the right guy. Because if you are complaining about looking ugly while being bald, but you also don't manage your weight, your diet, you don't exercise, you don't have good social skills, you can't talk to females or whatever. Like if you can't even do that, you can't say, you're just not the right guy. You just don't want to be the right guy. So some thoughts in there to consider. Anyways, I think that was it. Hold on, let me double check. This was fun.